So if you clicked on this video, most likely you won't have advanced powers like tier 3, tier 4 powers, or maybe you're just a supporter of the channel, and I appreciate that. But if you guys aren't a newer player, you guys most likely won't have tier 4 powers until you play a lot of the game. So today I'm going to be showing you the best tier 1 and tier 2 power combos that you can use to dominate your way in arenas. Alright, let's get right into the video. Okay, so the first power combination I have for you guys, this is actually a tier 1 combination, meaning that it's the first path. There's 4 paths that you can go on. I mean, 3 paths you can go on with 4 upgrades, so this is the first upgrade. And the first one I have for you guys is actually a very good but effective one for lower arenas, and that is going to be crowded balloons, deactivated abilities, and lightning. Now lightning is a tier 2 power, I will warn you about that, but it's definitely worth your time to go for lightning. But if you're not gonna go for juggler launch, better just to go for glue storm. But the reason I put lightning is on this list is because it's better than the 2 glue powers, which don't really help you early games. So probably just get lightning. Don't go any farther on this path of lightning. Definitely not worth it. No, don't do that at all. And get the glue side after you get lightning. But lightning is one of the best powers for beginners. It's really effective at destroying group rushes, and your towers are really gonna benefit well off lightning. So lightning is one of the best beginner powers. So that's the only tier 2 power on this list. Now the tier 1 powers are deactivated abilities, which lets your opponent not use any abilities for 15 seconds, which is actually really good, because think about all the times that you sent rainbows and they just maelstrommed it, or you sent rainbows and they turbocharged it or something like that. That would just get destroyed by deactivated abilities, because they're not allowed to do any of those things. And now I included crowded balloons here because I think it's better than improved balloon boost, but you definitely want to get improved balloon boost. But for this combination specifically, if you get crowded balloons, it increases the spawn rate of balloons by 50% for 15 seconds. So that means all the balloons are going to be clustered together more, and especially with deactivated abilities, it's going to make it ultra hard for their towers to defend even on a boost. But I definitely recommend getting quick shot, which is going to be into our next power combo. Okay, but the second power combo that I'm going to use is for beginners is this another tier 1 power. So these are pretty simple powers to unlock. It'll take a couple games to do it, but you guys got this. So the first power is going to be self freeze. So self freeze actually is a pretty decent power for being a tier 1 power. Your opponent cannot sell any towers for 12 seconds. So this can be countered by powers, but like I said earlier, your opponents most likely won't have that great powers to counter you. Like, they won't have glue storm, they won't have acid, which are main counters, or jugger launch, which are main counters to this self freeze. But self freeze is good, yeah, in lower arenas, and it's pretty good overall. So they can't sell any farms to maelstrom, so whatsoever. Even if you send rainbows and they have tack shooter, they cannot sell farms to go for tack shooter. They cannot sell towers, they can't do anything. So that's a pretty good combination. So I put salted on this list. Now salted is probably the best tier 1 power you can get. Definitely highly recommend salted for getting your first power, because it gives you $10 per life lost by opponent for 25 seconds. 3 uses, maximum 100 eco. So you can get 100 eco if they leak 10 lives, I believe, something like that. So yeah, it's a real good power, and I put salted on this because self freeze, you might do like self freeze yellows, and they might defend, right? But they're gonna leak some, and salted's gonna give you eco for that to which is a really good part of it. So then the final power is improved balloon boost. Now the reason why I went with improved balloon boost here instead of crowded balloons is because you want something that will speed up the balloons when you're going with salted, because that way they're gonna be guaranteed to leak more lives if the balloons are sped up versus crowded together. So definitely worth to get the improved balloon boost. And it goes into quick shot, which is one of the best powers for beginners. So now this one's a little bit more advanced, but this is tier 2. So we got quick shot here. Let me read it off for you guys. Sped up next 8 sent by non-moab class balloons by 100%. So the balloons go really freaking fast. It's one of the best. It's probably the best balloon boost power in the game, if not super balloon boost. But you want to bring with that salted. Like I was explaining earlier, the faster the balloons move, the more likely your opponent won't be able to defend it, and you're gonna get eco off of it, right? Pretty standard things. And then you want to bring knockout. So knockout's an interesting power. It's a tier 2 power, falling on the same list as deactivated abilities, but you can choose one opponent tower to disable for 8 seconds. Now this is a sneaky pick for one of the best tier 2 powers. Reason being is, let's say you all out them with regen rainbows. They have a maelstrom or a turbocharge. You can knock it out, and most people, they won't have fast enough micro in your arenas to rebuy it and resell it, and by then you'll get the free win. So knockout's one of the best. Also, if it doesn't work, you can always knock out a tower and get lives from the salted. So yeah, if you guys are gonna use future power combinations, I'd appreciate it if you drop a like on the video and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and be sure to check out my beginners playlist. I have a couple of videos about beginner things like best towers for beginners, best strategies for beginners, how to get your first 1,000,000 medallions, and yeah, this is gonna go right in the playlist. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.